Pull up, come rock with me. I'm in town for one night, wanna see the city. Come on, pull up, come rock with me. Hit the club with the ladies.
What we do? We had OGJabberJaws, man. Legendary, you know what I'm saying?
Oakland, Atlanta. I'm in the city lights. I got my money right. Fade fresh right, man. I party all night. I got my shades on, plus I'm in my zone. I'm on my Michael Corleone, DJ play my song. I feel rolled up, that's how I growed up. Drink in my hand and my pockets fold up. I got my people with me, and we kinda tipsy. Plus we kinda risky, Mike wanna frisk me. Say we street stars, we roll fancy cars. And we go hard, and we crash bars. Tryna dodge booking, so what you got cooking? Your old lady looking, and she bout to be tookin'. Pull up, come rock with me. I'm in town for one night, wanna see the city. Come on, pull up, come rock with me. Hit the club with the ladies, we can all kick it. Say what? Monroe, Fort Worth, California, Memphis, Ocean City, New Orleans, St. Louis, Detroit.
It's a party going on and all drinks on me. We in the
What's that address?
3009 West 70th Street, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71108. Lil J's Music and More. Hashtag Team Jabbo.
What's up, boy? We in here live with the Godfather of the Ratchet City, OGJabberJaws. What's going on, man?
I gotta be the Godfather, huh?
Godfather, man. You earned that term, though. You
It's
earned
all
that.
love,
Yeah.
man. What's happening? I'm just doing me. You know, we just chilling.
Right?
That's what I do.
Already, man. I just want you to tell a little bit about yourself, man. Let them know like what you mean to the Ratchet and how long you been in the business.
Man, I've been in the business long enough to where I don't remember. I had to put a number on it. I would say 30 plus. Other than that, man, I just started from the bottom. And now I'm here, you know what I mean? Grew up right here, born and raised. Birth certificate say Fannin Street. For the people that don't know, that's considered the bottom here in Shreveport. That's why I said from the bottom to here, you know what I mean? Right now we're at Lil J's Music and More. Opened this joint up about 16 years ago. It's named after my son, Lil J. On his first birthday, we opened it up. And he's 16. I mean, we've been here 16 years and holding on like a hubcap at a curb, baby.
So when did you devote your life to being a DJ? Like,
Man, early. I mean, like, man, middle school early. I'm talking about when I was about, 10, 12, somewhere in there. My partner went to the military. Really, it was my brother. I have an older brother. It was my brother's partner. He went to the military. And he came back, man, it was my first time ever seeing a big boom box. He was in the Marines, and he was stationed overseas. So when he came back, this had to be like, I'm talking 77, 78, early.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he came back, man, I was fascinated by his sound system. He had a microphone and all that, man. Keep in mind, he was in the Marines, been over there, he was up on the East Coast. You know, the New York thing was popping, the Rappers Delight and all that was going on. And I was inspired by the rap thing, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he used to have this mic, man. I used to sit up and listen to records, and like kids do now, how they sing along.
Right.
Well, I used to listen to them and rap along. So I actually learned how to rap the whole records without stopping. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I started what we call freestyle now. I started putting my own little bit into it, and then just grew from that, man. Started from rapping in a room, just hanging out, doing backyard parties, and next thing you know, I'm here. Right off the bat, baby.
Already. Appreciate that, man. What did you grab right now? You grab that free more people?
Yeah, that's what he got.
Go
off the press.
Fresh out the press, man.
Let me get a few more of them copies so I can pass them out. The one down in the bottom.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, man.
It's all love, baby.
Appreciate that.
So what's up, money? Oh, man, I'm just...
Since I to the day I die. When I ride, I like to ride high. See me in the club, you know I'm fly. Open up my door, let my folks drink low. Wood on my dancing, wood on my dope. Meet me a Nazi, not a hoe. I'm a player, and that's for sure. Give me a number, I'ma make it my own. Piss me off, I'ma block the phone. Stay pimp tight till the day I'm gone. Kiss me the slab and a never chrome. Rolling on my candy plane. With my top drop down. And someone else think it back. And a big old cup of that drain. Rolling on my candy plane. With my top drop down.
As far as the music scene in Shreveport, man, how you seen the change from time you started to now? How you seen it evolve?
Well, let me just say, it hadn't involved a whole lot because Shreveport has what I consider a crawfish mentality. And I'm just being 100 with you.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? We support a whole lot of things, support a whole lot of people, but for whatever reason, man, when it comes to us just really supporting one another, we say we do, but our actions show different. That's why you don't have as many people from Shreveport blowing up like everywhere else, because we got the talent, hands down. We got the best talent around, and some of them get through the crack, but a lot of us don't because we don't support one another. When I say the crawfish mentality, once they see somebody getting to the top, if you got a big bowl of crawfish, they snapping them back down. You see what I'm saying? For whatever reason. And a lot of that has to do with attitude too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people get a little fame and don't know how to handle it and don't go as far. But as far as the music business itself, man, it's a lot of great talent, man. I can go way back to this kid B Mac. Well, he's a grown man now, but I remember B Mac was on the scene. He was before his time. Man, Allen the Great and Nash T, one of the hottest duos in the city. I'm talking back in the 80s, man.
Okay.
What songs they had out?
Allen the Great and Nash T, man, they had a gang of songs. They had this one song about M.O.T., yeah, Mine Off Top. And then, of course, B Mac had this joint, man, Candy Paint. Oh, man. That thing's still a hot tune.
I think I remember that. Candy Paint.
ADIC, man, we had a lot of groups back in the day, you know what I mean? But we didn't have that network that we have today. Right. And I think with the network we have today, the music business is moving, and there's a lot of talent here. So a lot of people putting their cell phone just by working the network. See what I'm saying? Right. So it's a plus right there. But if we ever just came together like real,
right.
And you know how they do in Atlanta and everywhere else where they'll target a certain artist and everybody get behind that artist, but the artists stay humble.
Yeah, there you go.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and elevate to that level.
Right.
And then when they drop the mixtape, they feature other artists from their city on their mixtapes. That just lukewarming them to make them the next hot thing.
Right.
We got to develop that, and we getting there. I can say it's better than what it was,
right.
But it could be a lot better.
A lot better.
That's why when you ask me what I think, it's pretty much the same.
That's real though, man. That's real. I never heard it like that. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real.
All right. What about your strategies as far as breaking a new artist, man?
Well, the artists really break themselves.
Okay.
What I mean, and my son said this a long time ago when he was a little kid. I remember him and Baby brother E.T. E.T. of course a grown man, but I was on the radio. Lil J had to be maybe 6, 7 years old. He was hanging out at the station with me, and we talking 10 years ago, if not longer.
Right.
And he said, "Daddy, you need to go get in his face." And I say that to say artists got to get in the people's face.
Okay. Right.
What I mean by that, him and E.T. was talking over the phone, and then Lil J was like, "Dad, I need to go get in his face."
Okay.
Yeah, and I say that too. Artists got to get in the people's face. Don't depend and rely on this social network. Mm-hmm. It's a plus and a negative.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can get 1 million likes, then when you go to do something, you don't have 2, 3 people show up.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't fall for that. You got to go get in the people's face. You got to go to these events, go to these functions. You got to get in these people's face. That's what I mean by that. Even if you're not performing, just show up, have your merchandise, have your posters, your flyers, or whatever, and work it.
Right.
Even now the majors, if you stop to think about it, when you go to these concerts, they don't stop promoting. They have people walking around with their signs and people passing out their literature and postcards and everything.
That's right.
Get in their face, stay in their face.
Okay. Also about a lot of things you do in the community, man. I remember you ran for office before too, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was impressive, man, to step out there and run for a political office, man.
Yeah, and the reason I ran for that office, homie, is because, you know, I'm about doing right by people.
Right.
And I ran for the office not as a politician because I don't really get into that, but I saw an opportunity and I wanted to have some views, and I'm listening to different people, and people's like, man, you need to run, you need to run. I didn't do it for me because I'm not a politician. I actually did it because it is time for change, man.
Right.
It is time for somebody who's connected with the people, who's listening to the people.
Right.
One of my things, and I told everybody when I did run for office as city councilman, I wasn't going to go down there and make decisions on my own. My thing was to set up a panel, people from different areas in that district, and have a group, and we discuss these issues. So when I do go before the council and the mayor, I'm really, you know, representing the people.
Right.
It ain't like John Doe said, well, man, you need to do this, man, I need the favor. But if my people said, no, we don't need to do this, then we ain't doing it.
Right, right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had issues and different concerns, and I just wanted to get them out, man. You
Okay.
know, I may run again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That leads me to my next question, man. What should we expect in the future with JabberJaws? You know,
Only God knows.
Only God knows.
You know, I get in where I fit in. Like I said, I may run again. I may be your next mayor.
Right.
If not your representative, if not your governor.
You got my vote, man. You got my vote.
That's just what it is. But I'm just doing me, man. I try to reach back, and that's how I'm relevant. That's how I'm able to stay in this game as long as I've been in it, because I'm not an I, me kind of guy. It's about team, man. It's about really helping people. And anybody that know me and know my background, and I know you know,
Right.
I ain't been in the game this long from getting over, messing over, and not looking back or pulling back. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? I put too many people on to be off.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you have pioneered, man, and helped a lot of people. I do know that.
Yep. And let me just say this here for the record. You know why I'm B.I.G.?
Well,
Because I'm down with G.O.D.
that's what's awesome, man.
That's what's up.
Hey, y'all heard it live, man, from the OG Godfather of the Ratchet himself, JabberJaws.
And let me just say this here for the video in case you didn't know. You thank God every day for the things He give no one to take away. You thank God for watching over you and me so we can be what we want to be. You thank God before you go to sleep. Repent of your sin and your soul He'll keep. You thank God. And that's the name of my rap. And if you love the Lord, get a Lord a hand clap. See, God gave me talent to rock a mic. And He also blessed me with the knowledge to recite. So listen up close to this rhyme. And if you would, program it in your mind. Day and night before you go to sleep, you need to pray to the Lord for your soul to keep. And if you was to die before you awake, at least He'll have your soul to take. Like Houdini say, you only have one love. They must have meant the man up above. This is not a sermon from a Sunday preacher. The name's JabberJaws. I never mislead you. Thank God every day for the things He give. No one can take away. Thank God for watching over you and me so we can be what we want to be. Thank God. Before you go to sleep, repent of your sin and your soul He'll keep. You thank God. And I'm done with the rap. And if you really love the Lord, get a Lord the hand clap.
Hey, amen.
Amen.
For the radio, when we come down, we turn on the radio.
You already know. I'm on 102.1 KDKS, and I'm also doing mix shows and everything else, man. I just turned up for the people. It's a house party with me every night, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You already know I'm coming out.
Hey.
Then again, you don't know, because I get a radio to the people. How
Hey.
like that?
Already, man.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
If I had one way